Hello learners, I welcome you all again to this next session of the subject engineering graphics. In this session I am going to explain the principal planes of projections and principal views. For making this video easy to understand, I have prepared a model of principal planes. You can go to the description below to see all the related videos of the subject engineering graphics. Now, if you have seen the previous session, you might have seen that I introduced you to the concept of orthographic projections or simply projections. But before we go to the orthographic projections, we must understand what are the different planes of projections and what are the principal views of projection. For this purpose, as I would just like to take a recap, this was the object in previous case and we tried to obtain the front view of the object and top view of the object. But to get these front views and top views of the object, we have to first of all employ planes of projections. This is a model of two planes of projections. As we see here, one plane is parallel to the ground. As we see here, this plane is parallel to ground, so that is called as horizontal plane or horizontal reference plane, but we simply call it as HP because HP horizontal plane. And the plane which is perpendicular to it, or we can even say this plane which is perpendicular to horizontal plane is called as frontal reference plane, FRP, or we also call it as vertical plane, simply VP. So for the purpose of discussion, I will be using the terms HP for horizontal plane and VP for vertical plane. Now this model shows, as I go on extending these two planes, let us say this is one horizontal plane and this is one vertical plane. As we see here, if I extend this horizontal plane to meet vertical plane, horizontal plane is extended to meet vertical plane, then they will meet along one line. When these two planes intersect, as we see here, when the two planes intersect with each other, the intersection of them will be in the form of a line. Okay, so this line which is formed because of intersection of HP with VP is called as reference line, and in subsequent discussions we will be denoting it by XY or reference line. Now if I further go on extending these two planes, if I go on extending HP beyond this, then definitely, and even if I extend VP beyond this, then you will see that there will be formation of four different quadrants. So as we see here, HP is extended beyond VP and VP is also extended below HP, then we see there are four quadrants formed. Okay, so respectively these quadrants are named as first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, so by intersection of HP and VP we get four different quadrants. Now say I have to obtain views of object when it is kept in first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Let us say now object is in first quadrant. First quadrant means, now how do you define the position of the object when it is in first quadrant? When an object is in first quadrant, we see its relative position can be explained as above HP and in front of VP. Okay, here I want to get front view of the object, I will have to look it from infinite distance. So when I look from infinity, the rays of sight will pass through the contour of this object and ultimately I will get a rectangle here. So that is front view. So if I want to get top view, that I have to get on this plane, that is HP. So I will have to look from top, and in top view also I will get a rectangle. But whenever you have to draw the projections of this object on a plane surface, then for the purpose of getting it on a plane, the convention is we rotate this HP in clockwise direction through 90 degree. Okay, so as we see here, if I rotate this HP in clockwise sense through 90 degree, then we see that whenever it is in first quadrant, front view will appear here, that is front view will be above XY, top view will appear below that, so top view will be below XY. When object is kept in first quadrant, we call that method of projection as first angle method of projection. Okay, so here we see whenever the orthographic projections are drawn with first angle method of projection, then front view is above XY and top view is below XY. Let us think of second quadrant. Let us see, I am now keeping the object in second quadrant. Second quadrant means, as we see here, this is first quadrant, so this is second quadrant. Second quadrant, how do you define second quadrant? It is again above HP but behind VP. Above HP, behind VP. So we see here. So now where will you get front view and top view? Again front view will be obtained here, though we see that it is going behind VP, but for the purpose of getting projection we assume that the planes are transparent. Okay, so when you again look from infinite distance, look at the object, then you get front view here and top view here, and as per convention we see here, if I rotate HP horizontal plane in clockwise direction through 90 degree, as we see here, if I rotate it through 90 degree, we see HP and VP, they are overlapping with each other. I hope you understood this. And when they overlap with each other, the views will also overlap and the reader will not be able to read the views. That's why second angle method is not used in engineering drawing. Same is the case with fourth angle method, or whenever the object is in fourth quadrant. We'll go one by one. Now let us go to the third quadrant. Third quadrant. Now first is over, second is over. Third quadrant means now object is here. Okay. So whenever it is in third quadrant, do you see how are we going to get the projections? Third quadrant means how do you define the position of the object? It is below HP and behind VP. I hope you are understanding. Below HP, behind VP. So whenever object is here, again for the purpose of projections, we assume that the planes are transparent. That means we can see through vertical plane, see through horizontal plane. Okay. So whenever object is here, I will get its front view here. Now you can imagine, whenever I am getting front view here, and where will you get top view? Top view will be obtained somewhere here. We can see front view will be here, top view will be here, and for the purpose of getting projections, we have to rotate this HP through 90 degrees. So if I rotate it through 90 degree in this direction, you can see. So now we are getting front view below and top view above. So in third angle method, top view is always obtained above XY and front view is always obtained below XY. That is the difference in first quadrant and in third quadrant. In first quadrant, you can recall, in first quadrant the front view was obtained above XY, top view was obtained below XY. In third quadrant now, top view is above XY and front view is below XY. Okay, so this is the way we get projections when object is in third quadrant. Now can you tell me, if it is in fourth quadrant, first, second, third and now fourth quadrant, so now object is here, how do you define the position of the object? Fourth quadrant means below HP in front of VP. Okay, below HP in front of VP. So when an object is here, again we can see below, where will you get its front view? Front view will be obtained here and top view will be obtained on this plane. You can see front view will be obtained here and top view will be obtained here, and when I rotate this HP through 90 degree, again front view and top view, they are overlapping with each other. That's why fourth angle method is also obsolete, or we cannot use it because we cannot be able to read the views whenever they overlap with each other. Okay, hence for the purpose of orthographic projections in engineering graphics or engineering drawing, we use only two methods. Either we assume the object to be in first quadrant or to be in third quadrant.